Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class 7. Today's our topic is preposition of movement. We'll be able to identify the preposition of movement. Use them correctly in the sentences. Write sentences using preposition of movement. In class 6, you have done preposition of place. After that, you can identify where something is. Prepositional places are between, under, above, up, down, between, next to. So, now we are going to do preposition of movement. We use preposition of movement to talk about how somebody or something moves. For example, it felt great to get into the sea. Someone is describing its feelings that it feels great when he or she gets into the sea. It's telling the movement is into the sea. I took a bus towards my school. Towards, it is telling the direction that someone is going to the school. For preposition of the places, for preposition of movement, we use verbs, which are go, run, fly, swim, carry, transport, lead, drag, pull, drive, chase, roll, ride, climb, crawl, and wander. All these verbs are used mostly to tell the preposition of movement. So, here are some common prepositions. So, in first picture, into, the man is going into the house. Second, out of, the man is going out of the house. Towards, the man or the boy, or you can take someone's name, Ali, is going towards the house. Now, he passed over the street. Under, the bowl is under the table. Along, he walked along the street. Around, he's going around the house. Across, he walked across the street. The ball passed through the box. So, here are some common prepositions, and I made the sentences so that you can understand. There are preposition of movement. To used to indicate a destination or direction. For example, the boys go to school in groups. Towards, in the direction of someone or something. She pushed her face towards him, or she is going towards her house or school. Through, movement from one side to another, but in something, such as long grass or forest. David walked slowly through the woods. Into, movement that enters a space, usually with a verb that expresses movement. Don't put new wine into the old bottle. Over, movement at a higher level than something else. He jumped over the wall. Across, move from one side to something to the opposite side. We usually use the crossword to pass through the river or road. The truck skidded sideways across the road. Along, movement of something in a line that follows the side of something long. We went for walks along the beach at twilight. From, the place where someone or something starts. What time does the flight from Korea arrive? Around, moving in the circle or in the vicinity of something. Her hair wrapped around her face in the wind. It's quite a Bollywood scene that her hair whipped around her face in the wind. It usually happens in Bollywood movies. Onto, movement to a position on a surface. I slided as I stepped into the platform. Up, movement to a higher position. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills. Down indicates movement to a lower position. It is easier to run down the hill than go up. Here are some useful tips. We use prepositions at the beginning of the nouns or noun phrases. Phrases which starts with the noun, which ends with the noun are the noun phrases. To the school, through the park, across the street, into the sea. To, through, across, into. All four are preposition of movement. Here are some more sentences. James Bond came into the room and took his gun out of his pocket. He walked around the table and moved towards the window. They saw someone running away from the school, past a car and towards the road. They went up onto the roof. He jumped off the platform and ran over the rails just before the train arrived. The prisoner squeezed through the window, ran across the grass and escaped under the fence. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Pretty soon they were tumbling down the hill. It made me remember the Jack and Jill went up the hill, the poem. So, currently the correct pronunciation of poem is home. Did you walk here from home? They didn't go to the school yesterday. Here is the follow-up work. Solve the exercises 1 to 4 of the SB Students Book, page number 40 and workbook page number 24. You have to solve all the exercises of SB page number on workbook page number 24. And then you have to write 10 sentences using preposition of movement by yourself. To, through, across, into, up, down, across, all these are preposition of movement. You have to use these words to describe movement of something or someone. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.